So today's video was supposed to be about 6 workout tips for women 50 and older. But then after I began to look over my notes because I wrote some things down, I was like, these tips can be for everybody. They're great tips. You can utilize them in your everyday routine, in your everyday life. And I mean, you can just use these tips just to reflect on. Yes, in your new life journey, you can use these very tips. And I'm sure that there are a lot of YouTube videos out here with the same information, or maybe more in-depth information. But sometimes you don't want to be on the internet for like hours on end. You just want some direct information. And here it is. All right, guys, on to the video. Let's get into it. So, guys, excuse me if I'm looking down because, like I said, I wrote some stuff down. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right now with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is prayer. Prayer is your foundation, okay? Because there are going to be times when you just feel like giving up. I'm done. And I'm telling you, prayer is your strength, okay? Because on any weight loss journey, or if it's just I don't like to really call it a weight loss journey. I like to, as soon as I start feeling it, they just started going well. But anyway, I don't like to call it a weight loss journey because then you're focused on something that you're going to eventually stop. So I would rather call it a lifestyle change. So when you start a lifestyle change, you're going to need prayer, because I'm telling you, it's going to be so many times that you feel like reverting back to your old habits, and you don't want to do that. Nobody wants to do that. So in order to stay focused, I don't know what you are. I don't know. Maybe you're Buddhist or something like that. I don't know. Meditate, do whatever you need to do. But the key for tip number 1 is prayer. Okay? Tip number 2. Tip number 2 is trying to eat as clean as possible. Okay? I know that we have eaten a certain way over the years, many years, and it's hard to change, how they say, old habits die hard, some mess like that. I don't know what to say. Anyway, but over the years, you have gotten into a habit of eating a certain way. And sometimes eating that way, those habits are hard to break. They're hard to break. So, clean eating as much as possible. More fruits, more veggies. Now, I'm going to tell you to stay away from the F and F. Okay? F and F. Fried foods, fast foods. Okay? Fried foods aren't good for you. Okay? Even though we love them. I'm not saying totally don't have them at all. Try to cut them down to a minimum. Like, that's right. Maybe once a week. Even if you can go without having it for a week, maybe once a month, something like that. But try and stay away from the fried foods, okay? Fast foods, I don't know who would want to eat fast foods this day and time, but try and stay away from them. It has so much sodium, and you don't even know what's in there. But when you're cooking at home, you know exactly what's in your food. So try to prepare your food at home, okay? If you don't know how to cook, this is your time to learn how to cook.
This very special day, it be first day of new job, me, a baker. Yeah.
Do a cookbook. Go on YouTube. Go on YouTube. They have all kinds of recipes. I even have recipes that you can put together, and they're delicious. So try and cook your stuff at home with your meat. Try to bake them. Baking chicken is not hard. Clean your chicken off, season it up, and throw it in the oven, okay? That's not hard. You can throw yourself a little barbecue sauce on it. There's, what is it? I can't think of LaChoy. LaChoy has a wonderful ginger orange sauce, and you can make yourself some ginger orange chicken, and you can have some quinoa and throw you some broccoli on the side, and you have a fantastic meal that is healthy and filling. So that's tip number 2. Try and eat as clean as possible. Okay, let's get into tip number 3. Okay, I am going to put up a disclaimer here. Okay? Disclaimer. We're talking about exercise, okay? So, tip number 3 is exercise, okay? Before starting any exercise regimen, seek your physician's advice, okay? Seek your physician's advice. Now, 9 times out of 10, he will most likely tell you it's okay to start an exercise regimen. But let's talk about these exercise regimens. This is what you're going to need to do. Keep it realistic, okay? That weight did not just come on overnight. It took time and years for that weight to build up on your body. Okay, so what you're going to have to do is keep a realistic vision. Start slow. Start slow. Do not try and go in head first.
And that's why people should take an IQ test before they are allowed to get a gym membership.
And overdo it. Believe me, I've done it, and it was the worst experience ever. Your body aches because your body is not used to moving that way, and when you do that to yourself, what you do is you set yourself up for a downfall. Take small incremental steps, okay? If you can just work out 1 time a week, then build it up to 2 times a week. Do small things. Do not, I repeat, try and do, I'm going to go work out for 7 days a week, and then the next week you done gave up. You done gave up. You want to know why you gave up? Because you tried to undo something that you have done to your body for many years. That just don't make sense. It just don't. Keep in mind that this is just your race. Do not worry about nobody else, because people will put themselves in competition with you. I don't know why they do that, but this is not a competition. You're trying to be healthy. Anyway, stay focused on you. Don't worry about the next man. If you are not comfortable with going to the gym, start working out at home. Okay, it's okay. You know, because I know when I first went to the gym, I did not feel comfortable at all. And I just recently got rid of my gym membership. And I already had a treadmill, I already had a bike, and I have weights. There's so many different things that you can do right in your home that will help you not only maintain but lose weight. It's about you moving. That's the reality of the thing. It's about you putting you into what you really want. Okay? So, that is tip number 3. Now, I am going to go over on to tip number 4. Okay? Tip number 4, and this worked for me. I don't know if it's going to work for you, but it really worked for me. Is watch as many inspirational videos as you can on weight loss. I did it. I would sit when I was at work. I would just put them on, my headsets on, and I would just listen to inspirational people who had lost weight over time. Some people it took a year, some people it took 6 months, some people it took 2 years, but they looked absolutely wonderful, okay? And it became a lifestyle where as opposed to I'm going to lose weight and then I'm going to gain it all back. It became a lifestyle. Okay? So, these are some of the people that I actually would look at. One is Pointe. She's a YouTuber. 2 was Cookie Miller. And 3 was a guy named Gabriel Sey. I will put their names down in the description box so that you can go to their YouTube videos and watch some of their YouTube videos. They were awesome. They helped me stay focused when I felt like giving up. So just looking at, you know, some of the things that they went through in order to get to where they wanted to be. And they're still doing absolutely wonderful till this day. Alright, so let's get into tip number 5. Tip number 5. Tip number 5 is, if you do not have an exercise regimen, okay? There's so many things on YouTube that you can utilize. Like, when I was going to the gym, alright, I would always take a class. I would always take a Zumba class or kickbox class or something like that. Well, let me hit you on to some of these classes that you can take for free without even paying for them. How about that? Okay. I use Popsugar Fitness. Okay. Popsugar Fitness is a YouTube channel that has so many exercises and classes. They're classes. They're actual classes. Some of them are 30 minutes. Some of them are 40 minutes. Some of them are a little shorter. I mean, they just have, it's actual classes, okay? You can do weights. If you like Zumba, they have Zumba. If you like hip-hop, they have hip-hop. They have, oh my God, it's just so many different exercises that you can utilize and really get into a regimen of losing weight. Popsugar Fitness, okay? 2 is another YouTuber that I love so much. Her name is HelloJosieLiz, okay? And I always do her weight regimen, which is for your arms. She has a back, she has legs. She has a plethora of workout regimens that you can use. And they're not very long. These are short. If you want to just do something like really quick in the morning, or you might want to do something before you go to bed, you don't want to do a whole lot. Hello, Josie Liz is, I'm telling you, 100% girl. She's awesome. Okay, I always used to do this exercise lady. Her name is Leslie Sansone, and she does like a 1 mile walk. She has a 3 mile walk. She has a 5 mile walk. Those exercises are like so much fun. It's so much fun. So look into that. Then you can look up on YouTube 30 minutes or beginner weightlifting if you want to get into lifting weights. So you look up something for beginner weightlifting and you do it. You gotta do it. You gotta move. But my most one that I really enjoy so much, and she's so inspirational. Her name is Wendy Ida. This lady is 60 years of age. She might be older now, but she looks amazing.
Keep it going. You want the abs? Increase.
Okay, Wendy Ida. You have to really look at her videos and see all the things that she went through when she was heavy and everything. You would never believe this lady was heavy, but she got rid of the toxic.
If you truly want to succeed or expand or elevate in your life, you want to unfold those gifts that you say you want to unfold, you're going to have to fold up those toxic people and put them away from your life.
Person in her life, and blossomed into this wonderful butterfly. She is a beautiful, beautiful lady, and her videos are very informative, and they're fun. They're fun. Okay? There are plenty of videos out there, but this is my sixth and final tip to you guys. No, make sure you drink your water now. Move, move, move. You have to move. I don't care if you're going to run up and down your steps, if you take a walk, go downstairs in your basement or somewhere in your house. I don't know what type of house you got, if you're in an apartment. Do some jumping jacks. Just begin to move. You know, and rather than sitting down while you're watching TV, lay on your back and start doing some leg lifts or some sit-ups, or just do something. Start to move. Get you some weights in your hands. Instead of lifting a sandwich to your mouth, start lifting some weights while you're watching TV. You'll be surprised. And you might just say, okay, well, let me turn this TV off and start doing something else. Do something. You gotta move. You have to move. I have been on, weight loss journeys time and time and again. Okay? I am now currently, I'm 54 years old, and the older you get, sometimes the harder it is to lose weight, because you have created these horrible habits that you refuse to break. And that's the hardest thing about weight loss. Breaking the bad habits, the old habits that you're so used to. So once you learn how to change your mindset and break those horrible habits, things will become like second nature to you. Getting up, just going to exercise and saying, listen, I make time for everything else. I need to make time for myself. And you start exercising and you start eating right. You know, of course, some people, oh my God, families, blah, 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 blah. Listen, no excuses, okay? No excuses. Your family, they need to respect you as a human being, okay? And as far as some women, oh, I got a husband too. He come with his mess. I want to eat this. You go right on ahead. You go right on ahead. I don't have to eat, okay? Because I know how to cook. I know how to cook for myself. So you cook for you, and I will cook for me. Because I'm not going to eat unhealthy. I'm just not going to do it. So you have to get them to understand, but this is for your life, okay? And for the health of your temple, okay? So you got to put your foot down. If you don't stand for something, which is yourself, you're going to fall for everything. And I'm not falling for everything. Sometimes you have to put your foot down and say, no. Okay? I have to take care of me. And if this is how you feel like being, if you don't want to change your eating habits, if you want to eat junk food and a whole bunch of other things, go right on here. Be my guest. I'm not going to join you. A lot of women fall into that trap. A lot of men fall into that trap. Same trap, because we, as human beings, I think sometimes our nature is to be people pleasers. You gotta love yourself. God gave you this one temple, this one body. Love it. Don't think that this stuff is gonna fall off overnight. I had the same stupid mindset. I can't seem to get the weight off. I couldn't get the weight off because I was stressing myself out and I was giving up. And I was thinking that it was going to happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight. Not when it's pertaining to weight loss. Now, if you start losing weight overnight, you need to go to the doctor. Something ain't right. Okay? You need to run. Or if you 250 pounds and you 100 pounds the next day, isn't that questionable? Okay, guys. That is all I have for you right now. I am about to go and make myself a salad because I that down in the description box, the recipe for that, because that is like full of antioxidants, and it